So Dali we know as the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, that brings intrinsic awareness. Damkwali is a positive charge and resonance, and it is thermic heat. On this plasma, our two flows are going to be the root chakra and Dam Dwar. When we talk about the root chakra, we're dealing with the Kundalini energies and the nadis as far as Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Now, we're talking also grounding. Spiritual ascension cannot happen if the root chakra is blocked. So we want to make sure to do any type of exercise that we need to do to ground ourselves, like walking or dancing or walking barefoot in the grass or on the ground. Things like this. Even carrying certain crystals can help. I know that the tiger's eye and the red jasper helps. Now, when we talk about Dam Dwar, which is the electrical part of this plasma, we're talking two negative charges, two flowing charges, two receiving charges. All of that means negative. And resonance. They're not fighting each other. They're not going opposite directions. They're in resonance. So Dam Dwar is the luminic light that receives. The third eye chakra has a liberation that is dependent on the pituitary gland. The pineal gland functions as the control center of the voluntary acts and regulator of free will. A chemio charge is static, which means lacking motion as it expands. Chemio is the light of inner heat that is catalyzed by calm. Chemio also acts on areas of the spleen, liver, pancreas, and the adrenals. And speaking of Kali and Kam, Kali works with the secret center chakra. It is the catalytic agent, as we mentioned before, between the thermic luminic sensory quantum and the subatomic telepathic quantum. Kam is a magnetic cohesion. It attracts the light of inner heat. Because on this plasma there are two dynamic forces happening. Alpha, throat chakra, the Vishuddha, is the fifth radioplasma that acts on the thyroid gland. It does not liberate a specific charge because it depends on the metabolism. Remember that the thyroid regulates the metabolism. The electron acts in kinetic movement. It is ambivalent with 3 positive and 3 negative charges in equilibrium in direct current. We are on the solar plexus. We're going to talk about the neutron as well. We have both of these electrical activities happening at once. Now, the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, acts on the ganglion nodules. Ganglion is a group of neuron cell bodies in the peripheral nervous system. The ganglion neurons process and transmits information in the nervous system. It liberates luminous electrical charges, Dam Dwar, which clarify the mental activity. Now remember, Dam Dwar also attracts. So we want to be careful about what it is that we're attracting because we want to have mental clarity. As far as the neutron, it's going to stabilize, insulate, and prevent electrical transfers or charges. It's not going to let anything go out. It's ambivalent, meaning that it does and it doesn't at the same time. And you wonder, wow, how can that happen? How can something be and not be, or do and not do at the same time? Well, look around you. Look at all the stuff that's stable. It appears not to be moving, but it's moving. It's moving and it's not moving. It's ambivalent. That's the beauty of these subatomic and atomic particles that we're talking about. The energies that we're dealing with are Cilio and Hunepku energies. When we talk about Cilio, we're dealing with the activities of the heart, which produces diastolic. It's mediating discharges of the part-time. When we look down at the bottom definition, it is the relaxed phase of the cardiac cycle. So that's the reason why that lower number is so important, because they want that to be low so that the heart can rest during the relaxation phase. If it's too high, that means that the heart is not resting, and there's a chance of a possibility, anyway, of cardiac arrest or some type of dysfunction. As far as the Hunev Ku Series B52, element 113, that's going to activate all mental spheres in both hemispheres, left and right. When we think of the Hunev Ku, we know it is the one giver of movement and measure, meaning that it's going to give out to everybody in this whole galaxy whatever it is that they need for their solar systems, light systems, star systems, planets, moons, suns, whatever. This is what